Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to G-Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. And yes, we're not on the homestead today. We are on a road trip. 1300 East Edinger Avenue, Santa Ana, California. It's a little overcast today, and it's cool down here. When I left my place this morning, it was in the 80s already in the morning at 7:45. So it was a little on the warm side. I got all the animals fed and all the chores done, and I got on the road. And coming down the 15, traffic was flowing. I was doing 75, and people were passing me on the right. Amazing. And then as soon as I got off the 15 south onto the 91 west, oh my word, right down to 4 miles per hour. And I was doing 4 miles per hour for almost an hour. Ridiculous. So anyway, I'll post a picture of what the traffic looked like. Here we are in front of Alltech Electronics, my friend's place down here in Santa Ana. And I came down here to pick up some solar panels, get my printer repaired or get a new one, and pick up some printer cartridges for a neighbor. All kinds of stuff. Getting it all done in one shot here. But sure took me longer and a lot more fuel than I expected to come down here. That wasn't a good thing. So anyway, I'm going to head back into the store here and see how things are progressing. I think my printer is history. I think it's trash. So we'll see if we've got another one. So I'm going to pause this and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back and we're inside the store and we're going by a bunch of printers here. All HPs, all laser printers. That's what I have, and apparently my printer, the solenoid has gone out on it and it costs more to fix it than it's worth it. So I'm going to be working on getting a different printer. So these are the solar panels that I'll be getting, and there's 4 of them. I'm only going to take 3. The situation is the neighbor and customer who I'm setting up a solar system for, we're using the all-in-one 4810, which is a Sun Gold Power all-in-one, and it's a 10K, 10,000 watt, but it requires 150 volts minimum to even activate the all-in-one. And with the 3 panels we've got down there, we're only getting about 116 to 120. So I need 3 more of these to add to that, and that'll give me 220 to 240 volts input, and then everything should activate and be up to par and working for him. So that was the main reason that I made the trip down here. All right, so they got all kinds of neat stuff hanging on the wall here. I used to have some of my stuff hanging up here, but it's been a while. But heck of a trip down here. This is the service counter. This is where they repair stuff. And that's Vin back there in the back, and there's all of the stuff that he works on. So lots of computer stuff. Lots and lots and lots of computer stuff. Outstanding. And these guys are really good at what they do. They've been here a long time. So if you can get into Alltech for any reason, I'll be posting some information, phone numbers and that stuff in the description. That'll help you guys get in touch with somebody, and if you're interested in anything, let me know and I'll see what I can work out for you. And don't forget to leave it in the comments below. In the meantime, we'll move on down there. This is the store owner right there. That's Lucian. And these are some of his workers here. They have computers everywhere. They got the little miniature compact units there, and they have Windows 11 Pro on them and so forth and so on. So I will be pricing some of those because my neighbor's interested in one. So I got to get my price so I make some money on it. So anyway, here's a computer set up here, and this one is for sale. Flat screen, all modernized, nice desk and everything, and a little camera there with speakers and phone and everything. And more printers here, and then of course they sell memory and hard drives and SD cards and you name it. They've got it here, USB drives. Oh, let's move on down the row here. Got more printers, and then they've got all kinds of little electronic components and wires and that kind of stuff back here. There you got modems and other peripherals here, GP links, all that kind of stuff. Print from anywhere. Dual band Wi-Fi repeaters. I might have to get one of those so I can extend my Wi-Fi down to my garden house a little bit better. I lose signal every now and then down there, so I'll have to get that taken care of. And they got old Apple Macintosh from 1993 here. There's a little bit of memory. All types of cables and cords and chargers and all kinds of neat stuff in here. I'm telling you, I have a ball walking through here. The back wall is all components like transistors and capacitors and stuff like that. So if you want to get into building some of your own electronics, as you probably see in some of my electrical experiment videos, I've come in here and picked up capacitors and all of that and made electricity grabber antennas to put out in the desert that just absorb electricity from the surrounding earth. So I can put them out there with no power in them and go back in a few minutes and they've got power. All right. Oh, they got stereo audio RCA cables and brackets. And they've got cabinets for computer stuff, but you can also use these cabinets for the rack type batteries that you can buy for off-grid. So they have a lot of that stuff around here. There's a bill counter there for counting up all your excess money. Yeah. So as I said, they got amplifiers, and if it's electronics, it's here in this store. So let's move around the corner here. What do we got here? PC holders. More cables. Cat 4, Cat 5. And RS-232 adapters. Loads and loads and loads of stuff. And I'll give you all the information that you want on in a little while. We'll be talking to the owner and his couple of his people, and we'll get some questions answered about possibility of ordering. That's Ghazi. He's in sales here. Let's move around the corner. And what do we got here? APCs. Oh my word. Emergency battery backups. Solar inverters with for grid tie, 2000 watt with transformers, $250. And battery backups for your computer system, so if the power goes down. Keyboards of all types, you name it. Mouses, well, not the kind of mouses that we catch in our traps, but, you know, computer mouses. Sound bars for big screen TVs. Portable keyboards, headsets, more APCs, more electronic components of all types here. And here we are in the printer section. Oh, we're going to see which one of these printers is going to end up coming home with me. There's a HP LaserJet. That's about the size of the one that I'm turning in, but mine's a 2025. This is a 3015. 3015. But I think these are black only. I want color. Nice little LaserJet here. That's nice and compact. But if it's just says LaserJet, it doesn't say color LaserJet, then it's black. So I need a color LaserJet. 3025 network. And then here's all the printer cartridges and toners and that stuff in here. Loads of those of all different sizes, shapes, and colors. And over here we've got different types of batteries on this side. And most of these are all for small things like camera systems and alarms and that kind of stuff. And on this side we even got some Winchester gun cleaner and gun wipes. And some gun oil. And we got blaster hand sanitizers, Clean Freak stuff. All kinds of neat little electronics. So you get to walk through the store and see everything firsthand here. I got printer monitors and more computers. And this is like a test station here where they do quick repairs and tests and thing like that. And if somebody's buying something and they want to have something added, they'll bring it over to that table right there, add it in right away before you take it off the counters after you pay for it. All right, so here we even have scanners, an Epson scanner. Wow, nice. And they've got 3D printers and all types of cartridges, more computers than you'd ever see. They run around free as the earth was being born. I know you're having a ball watching all of this, right? So here we have tapes, masking tapes and clear plastic packaging tapes and paper rolls for certain types of printers. We got time clocks. We got paper down here, Xerox paper and hammer mill paper. And we got pencil sharpeners. All kinds of stuff. And yeah, I'm sure you could call them up and they'll ship out to you too if you don't live in the area. Again, we're in Santa Ana, California. Not far from the 55 freeway on your way to Newport Beach. We got some Brother all-in-ones with a phone in it. A lot of that's nostalgic stuff. And then here's all the computer fans, CPU fans, things like that. Now this stuff comes in handy off grid, is if you need to have a fan to keep your electronics cool in your battery room on hot desert summer days, that's the stuff to use. Little fans like this, they work great for moving the air around. And again, back wall is all types of electronic components. And here's a little bit of information. This back wall with the sloped ceiling and the wall that actually comes down here separates their storage from on the other side of this. And I'm the one that built that wall right there, way back in, I would say it was probably in the 1990s. Well, we got a ladder in the way here, but they have component boxes, electronics components boxes, and racks, and you name it. And Cat 6 cables, you can buy it by the foot or you can buy it by the box. Toolkit bays, power supplies. And since I can't slip through there, we're gonna move around this way. Even got extension cords here and power outlets and camera housings for security cameras and TV racks or monitor racks and power supplies and even some old phones. Alright, so we come around here and now we're getting into some antique stuff here. Look at that, Pacemark 3410. An Epson. Wow. That's some old stuff. But they got some strange helmets up there on the top. It looked like they're something else just made into a helmet. Some old Dell monitors, 17-inch CRT for $100. And what do we have here? Not sure what these machines are, but they have loads of them. Touch screen, computer cases, and all kinds of peripheral cables and more printers. All right, so I'm going to pause for a little while and we're going to get together with the employees and the owner of the store and see what else information we can get. All right, so lastly on my way out, I want to show you some nostalgia up there on the top shelf. We got some old Macintosh computers and oscilloscopes and cameras, all kinds of antiques up there. Amazing stuff. All right, I'm on my way home, everybody, and this is what we're looking at. I'm doing a whole 25 miles per hour in lane-to-lane traffic. Just amazing. I swear, half the people out here on the road shouldn't be behind the wheel of a car to start with, never mind being on a freeway. They haven't a clue. They really don't know how to drive. So anyway, I'll close this off as soon as I get back to the homestead and we'll get in and get it printed. So I'm at the cabin and it just dropped from 107 to 106, and it was 108 when I walked in. With 37-mile-an-hour winds, it feels like somebody is heating a blowtorch flame towards me when I step outside. It's nasty. So I just threw some ice cubes in all of the animals' water to cool their water down, and fed everybody and gave them their after supper treats. And I unloaded the van for everything except the solar panels. And my neighbors have their new computer and monitor and all that stuff is in their printer cartridges. And I just put my new printer in the bedroom next to where I usually have my desktop computer, and I'll be setting that up and connecting it in a little while. Right now, I'm cooling off and having a cold one. This is G Bear, thanking you all for joining me and reminding you this video was about Alltech Electronics in Santa Ana, California. And you can look at them at look up their website. I think they have a website. I don't have that handy with me right now. Or you could call 714-544-5011. That's 714-544-5011. And talk to either Ghazi, Lucian, or what's his name? I'm just kidding, Vin. Anyway, you could talk to Vin, Lucian, or Ghazi. They'll help you out and give you all the information you need. And this is G Bear signing off. Come here, buddy. It's still a little sore, but you're walking a lot better. That's a good thing.